来财，来，中指力滚力，对应好运八方来，散了才能聚，你不出手，说了斋。这一把，愿花钱交朋友，艺高人胆大，让他回馈下社会先，摸到那顶皇冠后，找你做事人太。
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Hung, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Suns. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think for the Mavericks, they got to be the top pick to win the title. To be ranked number one at this late stage of the season, it shows you they've got plenty left in the tank come postseason.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. Flagg is out there with Washington, and it's Lively in its center. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Peyton Watson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Brown, and it's Pickett in at the one. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Man, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
To the paint, got a piece of it. In the corner, it's Flagg. Sinks the triple.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flagg is a player. You have to run off that shot.
Three-pointer. And Lively pulls it down. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Golden State. Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Here's Lively, and finished off by Lively.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Here's Pickett. He's covered by Irving. And it's in there. Jokic has got 6.
And the teardrop coming from a 7-footer. No one is stopping the Joker there.
To the middle. And finished off by Lively.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Pickett. He's covered by Irving. And the rejection by Lively. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. Pickett, no good.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Pass to Flagg. Here's Irving. Fires from deep. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think, we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend. Derek Lively, at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Lively inside. Jokic defending. Washington passes to Thompson. Shoots over Brown, and Dallas again with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Nuggets trail by 8, so David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Mavericks, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pickett passes to Jokic. The Mavericks pull it in. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Back to Watson. And again, Denver no good. Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Irving. Pass to Flagg. Over Jokic. Thompson inside the line. Johnson with the rebound. Denver's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. It's tipped.
Look at Flagg shutting him down at the rim, using that leaping ability to get all over it.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got 7 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Watson. Not a lot of room. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. Johnson finds Watson. Here's Pickett. Last game out, he had 14. Hits it from three-point range. Pickett's got it back down to single digits for Denver.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Thompson inside the line, and the shot goes in. Flagg's got his second basket of the night.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Good on the shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A different look for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Washington. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Klay Thompson. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Suns.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Now Irving. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range, Irving's shot is good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here is Hardaway. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Jokic. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Jokic has got 10 points.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
The drive by Russell. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Hardaway. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Here's Flagg. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Inside. It's good. He's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
The Nuggets trail by 17. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now you have to be a little bit more cautious on the defensive end. That's his second, and there's a long way to go.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Valanciunas is checked in for Jokic. Zeke Naji comes in for Johnson. And Jones subbed in for Peyton Watson. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Valanciunas passes to Hardaway. Launches it. The Mavericks pull it in. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Outside, Russell over Valanciunas. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Caleb Martin out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Christie. Then it's Najee Marshall. And it's Russell in at the point. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Christie. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 15. Jones looking for an opening. Najee, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Marshall. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Nuggets shooting 40% from the field.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, to steal a line from you, up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 13-point lead. Pass to Christie. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Hardaway. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Mavericks. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Martin. Thompson comes in for Max Christie. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Russell. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Pickett, covered by Irving. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Very hard to stop Kyrie Irving once he has his rhythm. Now he's relentless, seeking out some buckets.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Looking now at some numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. 4th, Jokic.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Gafford sets the pick for Thompson. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brown wide open, he fires. Pass to Pickett. Now Jokic from downtown. Jokic lets it fly from outside.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Out to Hardaway. Again, the Nuggets score.
Most years, Tim Hardaway Jr. puts up around 14 points per game. He's become a reliable scorer.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Nuggets making a change here. Watson's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Russell in for Marshall. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back over to you guys.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And so here is Dallas after the Nuggets pick up 2. Irving out to Russell. Puts up a 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pickett, no good. Mavericks leading by 15. Russell passes to Washington. The kick out to Irving. Back to Washington. Clock at 6. Fades. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, my goodness, those chippies, you come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Thompson in the corner. Fires the 3. And the Mavericks another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Pickett. He's got 5. Into the lane. And he goes in for the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here is Russell. Thompson from long range. Here's Lively. Out to Russell. Over in the corner, Washington. Washington sets the pick for Russell. Drills it from outside. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Johnson, he's checked in for Denver. And Dallas also making a switch. Flagg is checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Mavericks leading by 15. Here's Flagg. And taken away by Johnson. Round the pass to Watson. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Lively. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
There's 1:38 left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pickett, no good. Dallas is gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Basket, good. Irving's got 16.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Pickett. He's got 9. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Here's Flagg. Out to Thompson from deep. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And stolen by Watson. .35 seconds left to play here in the half. Jokic with this screen on Thompson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the night here.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Jokic.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Thompson from long range. And it's Denver with the rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Denver Nuggets.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. As we move on, let's get a look at some of the injuries around the NBA.
Losing an inside-outside threat like Aaron Gordon, it presents challenges. His versatility is key to this team. All that he provides as one player is amazing.
Not to mention just the sheer strength and athleticism he brings. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Mavericks leading by 14. Johnson is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Brown. And it's Pickett in at the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Going inside. Johnson wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That is how you answer from distance. Cam Johnson stepped into the 3.
Well, looking at Cam Johnson, Doris, what are your thoughts on the evolution of his career?
I mean, so much yet to be decided, Kevin, because when he came in, people thought he would be the prototypical role player, just a 3-and-D guy. But as he's matured, he's shown some high-volume scoring threat to him. So how this plays out will be interesting.
6 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Good work defensively by Lively. To the inside. And Flagg with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Lively. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. 4th, the Nuggets.
And contrary to what we see from other teams, this squad has no interest in playing strictly as individuals. Their assist numbers show what a cohesive bunch they are.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Irving drives in. And the shot is good. Irving's got 18 points.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Johnson with a screen on Washington. Now here's Watson. He's covered by Washington. 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Pickett. 9 points in the game so far.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Flagg. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drains it from beyond the arc. 16 points for him.
Well, this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Really been a key contributor over the past month. First in three-point field goal percentage, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Now here's Brown. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Jokic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jokic has got 23.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you gotta have one, possibly two stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You gotta have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are gonna be ready to go. Guys, back to you.
Yep, a team effort. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie, thanks. And here are the Nuggets now, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Johnson gets the bucket.
I think most defenders first and foremost want to take away Cam Johnson's three. That's where you see these other aspects of his game start to shine.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at the Mavericks. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Denver. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they are just cruising. I mean, they have the talent, the coaching, and they play with such passion. Nobody wants to face them down the stretch.
At 6'8", once Johnson has put it on the deck and gone off that bounce, that length really matters.
And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own?
A show of their determination right there. Here's Pickett out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. The Mavericks also with a sub. Russell's checked in. Out to Thompson. Lively sets a screen for Thompson. A three-pointer is right on target. Thompson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Mavs. The Nuggets trail by 20. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Watson from outside the arc. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Watson's got 5 points so far.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, what you get with P.J. Washington, we've seen it, Doris, an all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positional. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete. I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
And he can't hit the second. Denver's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pickett, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And he makes that one. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Russell kicks to Washington. Thompson for 3. Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Washington against Brown.
2 minutes.
Out to
remaining in the
Thompson.
third. 2 minutes.
Washington sets the pick for Thompson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Nuggets trail by 20. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. Christie subbed in for Klay Thompson. .149 left in the third quarter. Pass to Strother. Valanciunas with a screen on Christie. Good on the triple. Strother's got his second bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Gafford throws it down.
Boy, if Daniel Gafford is near the rim, what a vertical threat. What a target for his teammates.
Johnson outside. On the wing, Hardaway. From past the arc, it's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Hardaway's got 5.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And this gives us a moment now to show you the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. Cooper Flagg, number 1. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Caleb Martin's checked in for Flagg, and Irving subbed in for Max Christie. The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Strother. Pass to Hardaway. The 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Irving misses.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Russell. Outside Irving. Over Hardaway. Offline from the top of the key. For 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Dallas Mavericks. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Caleb Martin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Russell. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Hardaway. After D'Angelo Russell's miss. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that.
And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Russell, the kick out to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Strother. Pass to Tyson. 6 to shoot. And Jokic wide open. He shoots, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Irving. Over in the corner, Marshall. Inside. Here's Gafford. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Peyton Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Irving from long range. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Strother, and the lead is down inside single digits.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
The Nuggets trail by 10, and stolen by Russell. Driving in, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
Hardaway finds Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Nikola Jokic taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
And Jokic drops them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. And here is Hardaway, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Takes the three, gets the three-pointer to fall.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The three, Marshall, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Out to the right wing. Lively against Jokic. Jokic hatches his way to finish inside.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the free throw, no good. And for a lot of rebound teams, Doris, toward the tail end of the regular season, not much incentive to win.
Right. The thought process for teams in this position is about which draft selection am I going to get? Where am I going to be positioned in the lottery? Quite often, Kevin, any player that's had too much success on a roster like this has been moved away from the team. They've either traded them or cut them.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And he lays it straight in. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Here's Pickett. With the step back from 12 feet out. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And Flagg throws it down.
This is how ferocious a scorer Flagg can be, and it's why so many are excited about this kid's future. It has been a big scoring game tonight.
And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And here's Irving. He takes it in, out to Thompson, three-pointer, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
You have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. The Nuggets trail by 17. Here's Pickett. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Left side, Irving. Oh, the shake! And it's Dallas with another.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Now, here's Jokic. They need this. Pass to Pickett. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
When Flagg sees the lane, he's going to exploit it.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Here's Pickett. Here's Jokic. Covered by Gafford. Gafford against Jokic.
2 minutes remaining.
A shot and the rejection by Gafford.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And the first one drops. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Now, here is Irving. Thompson for the triple. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Can we give Klay Thompson some credit here? There's a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and he's got every one at his disposal.
Strother, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They've played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
And another miss by Denver.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Pickett. Johnson finds Jokic. And the rejection by Gafford. Irving against Brown. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Martin. And that's 38 points for Kyrie Irving. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Got a piece of it. And here comes the break. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That one goes. Count it.
I love the physicality with which Cam Johnson finishes on the interior. That's big time, folks.
Irving for three. It's hauled in by Watson. Here's Pickett. He's guarded by Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line for two, Pickett.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. Irving surveying the floor. Dallas, no good that time either. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.